Hey everyone, Goliath here. Welcome back to another video. This time we're playing Urgot inside of Diamond 1 versus Irelia. Pretty good matchup for Urgot in my opinion. I think Irelia can give you a run for your money in lane phase. Like especially levels 3 to 9 I think are pretty tough. Unless you can get a lead early.
Minions have spawned.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're getting pretty close to Masters. I think I'm like 3 wins away. So I'm hoping to lock that in before the season ends pretty soon. So against Irelia, I always get in this outer bush. Whatever side you're on, just get in the furthest bush. And try to flank her level 1 because Urgot is a lot stronger. Irelia relies on having her passive stacks from her Q. So every time she Qs a minion, she gets a passive stack. And when she's 4 stacks is when you don't want to fight her. So you want to try to zone her off these first melees. Looks like she could be leashing the blue buff here. We'll probably just go for an E through the melees here. Oh yeah, she started E, so she's going to be pretty safe early. Always try to weave in auto attacks early on in this matchup. Even if you trade autos, it's really good for you. Because you have more kill pressure. I really like Ignite in this matchup personally because there's a lot of trading and just a lot of fighting. And she also heals quite a bit with Bork. Any matchup where there's a lot of fighting and they also heal, it's nice to take Ignite. Pretty good trading back so far. Not the best of ease. But we still trade with the shield. It's not too bad. Lee Sin's invading our bot side, so I'm pretty safe right now to play how I want to. It's always nice to see on the map. I'll take a call back here since we got the wave crashed. Pretty good early start. Could have farmed a little bit better, but I was trying to zone her off a little bit. Sometimes you do get that level 2 kill. Like level 2, level 3 kill versus Irelia. So it's always worth it to try for it. But yeah, this guy's pretty safe. And he started D-shield. I am running Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insight in my secondary runes, by the way. So we'll have more Ignites and more Flashes. I don't think Resolve Tree is really that good against Irelia. You can technically go Conditioning if you want to scale. But I think it's worth it to try to play to win this lane. Because with her being a melee champ and a champion that kind of dives in, you do have a good chance to land E's. Oh nice, it looks like she actually used Teleport to get back here. I have a really big wave stacking up. You want to be kind of careful with this versus Irelia. Other champions, you're really safe when you have a big wave like this, but it gives her more Q stacks. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. But she doesn't have Vamp yet. Once she has Vamp, she gets like so much healing from her Q. So that's where it gets more dangerous. Just auto attack as much as you can in this matchup. It's really important to just be constantly autoing. I got the grinder now. This might be an E flash. Drop Ignite, drop Q. There we are. First kill of the lane. Nice. That was a good one. And she used her teleport, so very valuable kill there. Dang, I missed the cannon. I even had a shotgun, too. Brutal. It's alright, though. We got the kill. Good time to back here. And the nice thing is with Cosmic Insight is my sums will be up sooner. So I like double longsword plus ruby here. I don't really care for coalfields because ability hits doesn't really matter too much on Urgot, and I just use my flash, so I'd rather have some HP. Plus I have magical footwear, so I don't have to worry about boots, which is nice. I thought she was maybe gonna Q that mage minion. A little bit greedy to hold this wave, so I'll just let it push in. Yeah, I forgot to mention this game, but it's really important to put that second point in Q on Urgot. That's another thing I do every game, and the damage almost triples. Plus you get a little bit more slow. And you still get your W at 9, so it's really nice. Especially nice in these melee matchups. Helps with kiting a little bit more. This should be good if I land E. Wow, I canceled her Q there. Let's go for the wave push. And hope that we don't get ganked. That actually pushes in. That's nice. That's perfect. They're probably on Dragon. Coalfield's Kindle's good here, so we can keep an inventory open for boots. I'll just use this control word right when I get back to lane. I haven't been buying control words. I usually don't buy control words before I get my cleaver, but I've been experimenting with buying control words just to like play a little bit more aggressively. It's kind of an elo thing. Like I've noticed in Diamond 1 especially, I've been getting camped a lot more on Urgot. If you're playing below Diamond, I probably wouldn't buy control words before your cleaver. But I've been doing this to see if it helps me die a little bit less to ganks. Because I've been watching my VODs and I've been dying a lot to ganks. And sometimes, honestly, I feel like even when you have the vision, I still end up dying. So I don't know if it's even worth it, but just something I'm kind of experimenting with. The way that you want to use your E in this matchup is you can either E to a minion that you think she's going to Q to get like a good prediction. Or you can E as she stuns you with her E and you buff her through her stun. I'm usually pretty patient with my E because one thing that can happen in this matchup is you E and then she like Qs away or she like Qs through you and you barely miss your E. That's something that actually used to happen to me a lot, so I'm a lot more patient with my E now. Like, as you guys saw in that last 1v1, I was kind of holding E until I thought she was going to Q to me. And I was, like, making sure I had a good angle. Sometimes I wait for them to Q completely, and then I go for the E. We got Hecarim and Fizz topside, so I'll try to look to trade here. Also let my team know that I got my flash ready in case they want to go for a spicy play. If your jungle's nearby, it's nice to ping your flash so they know you have E flash. I tried to get that cannon with my shotgun. It was a pretty aggressive trade, but I was trying to butter her up because I thought Hecarim would maybe want to dive. It's all good though. I can maybe get a solo kill here with Ignite. If I do get ganked, I have pretty good 1v2 potential. Since I have both sums up.
An enemy has been slain.
Let's try to poke her down a little bit here. I'm going to flash for that. Beautiful prediction on the Q there. So that's what I was talking about earlier. If you know she's going to Q to a minion, or you think she's going to Q, then you can just do that preemptive E and it kind of catches them off guard. Even versus Diamond Irelia, that trick still works. I definitely recommend doing that when you're more ahead in this matchup. Because even if you do miss the E and she doesn't Q, you can still trade with the shield, usually. Or you can just back off. Alright, cool. Really good lane so far. We have a lot of control. Gonna go for the cleaver build. Also looking like a plated steel cap game. Or ninja tabbies, whatever you prefer. I've always called them tabbies, but I know some newer players are probably confused whenever I say that. So I've been trying to say plated steel caps. But yeah, they're still, in my heart, they're still tabbies. But just for the sake of newer players so they don't get confused. I'm gonna get this plate and then drop a ward and try to zone her off. Oh, this might be a kill. Awesome, that was a good W toggle. So if anybody's wondering, you want to do 3W auto attack, and then you just repeat that process. Highly recommend practicing on towers, but you also want to do it versus champions as well. It's just the max DPS on Urgot. It boosts your damage by about 30%. The only time that you don't want to do it versus a champion is when you're able to proc your shotgun knees. So if you're like really close to somebody and you're able to circle around them, then you can just keep your W on. But if they're running in like a straight line and they're kind of playing around your shotguns, it's really good to do that W toggle. I'm going to hold the pressure here since we have Ignite coming back up. I'm kind of thinking they might want to go for Dragon as well, so it's good to pressure right now. Oh my gosh, so close on the E. I kind of messed up the toggle there, but we still got her. Nice, man. We are kind of popping off in this lane. Gonna go for Ghostblade second. This is a really strong build right now on Urgot. The person that popularized, I don't know why that word feels so weird to say. The person that made this build popular was a Korean Urgot main, and he recently hit Challenger. I think he's back into Grandmaster. But he would go, sometimes he would go Yumu's first, but he goes Yumu's and Hullbreaker. I'll link his profile in the comments. But yeah, I've been messing around with this build, and it's been really good because there's honestly a lot of reasons why it's good, but I think the main reason is that you can get around the map really quickly. And you also just get movement speed to, like, proc your shotguns, get into a fight, get out of a fight. Like, there's so many things that the Yumu's active can do for you. And then also, lethality is really good on your shotguns, and it also works on towers, so you take towers even faster. And also, Serrated Dirk is a crazy item when you're building into Yumu's. Oh, she's getting kind of close. I'm going to pop her. Yeah, she was not expecting my tower damage. Looks like they stole Dragon. I'm going to go take their topside jungle. Going for this tower is a little bit risky because they're all going to recall. But yeah, basically with Yumu's, like, Urgot's one biggest struggle is that it's really hard to stick to people, and it's hard to, like, engage into a fight. And it's also hard to get out of fights. I almost got the E-buffer on his kick there. That would have been clutch. Let's do a little sneak around here. Hopefully my team backs me up. Oh, I got the pull. Okay, that's pretty good. I was flashing to try to kill Xayah just to get a Triumph heal for life. I think Vlad pulled my fear. So that was pretty well played by him. Let's go Hullbreaker next item. I'm going to try out that Korean build. Sometimes you can go Sterak third as well, if you're going to be like team fighting a lot, or if they have like a bunch of burst champions. But I think right now we can just be a menace in the side lane. Just going to pop this Yumi's to get back ASAP. Yeah, Yumi's also gives you out of combat movement speed, though, so it's also like really easy to rotate around. Which is really nice if you're running Ignite. That Korean Urgot, he always goes Ignite. And something really spicy that he does, he actually goes Nimbus Cloak and Celerity. So he goes Sorcery Tree secondary on Urgot. Which I haven't tried yet, but it doesn't sound bad. I really like the Inspiration Tree, though. Because having more flashes and Ignite is just so nice. This is a really good ward spot when you're pushing this bot tower. So as you can see there, I tried to do the E prediction, but she didn't Q, but we still take a really good trade with the shield. So it's still worth it to do that, no matter what. So much gold on those tier 2 towers now, man. I can't believe they buffed those. 700 gold a pop. Let's be a little bit careful. They got Lee Sin kind of hovering. But yeah, you can always get out of situations with the Yumi's active. Just so much value in movement speed right now in the current meta. Oh, we can fight this. I got a really nice buffer. Oh, I got the Vlad too. Holy moly. Okay, that was nice. It's a lot of pressure right now. It's going to be even more pressure with the Hullbreaker. Yeah, Hullbreaker's really good right now. More movement speed, which is amazing in this build. More tower damage. And also the stats are just really good for Urgot. Like, this thing is 130% gold efficient. Even if you're not benefiting from the passive. Like the resist passive. The resist passive is halved for Urgot since we are considered ranged. But yeah, it's still really good even without that. But yeah, look at this. You get around the map so fast. Like, I can farm topside jungle here, and we can still make it to Dragon. Or at least, I'm going to go for at least red buff. Especially with the Cloud Rift, too. Whoa. I was not expecting Lee Sin to be here. Got him. Right as he tries to jump away. That can maybe get us Baron. We have a little bit of time for them to do Dragon, so we can kind of zone them off here and just look for a pick. I don't know if they have vision. Oh, here we go. Poor Irelia, man. But yeah, you can't be running through like that without vision. She might have thought that we were already on Baron. See if I can do anything with Yumu's here, maybe. We always got the Thresh Lantern. Can play a little bit more aggressive knowing that. Gonna try to look for a snipe here mainly. Oh nice, he used his pool. Let's go for it. Big flash. Holy moly, dude. Is that good for us? I think it's pretty good. I got a big fear, but I don't know if that was the best play to go for. But it works out pretty good. A lot of tower damage. Alright, cool. We got our Sterax. It's going to be 1,000 HP shield. And also tenacity if it once the shield pops. Yeah, I think the best way to play Urgot right now is just building as much damage and HP as you can. Like, damage is really just the way to go right now in this game. I've really kind of moved away from tanky builds because it's just hard to carry. Honestly. I feel like damage and speed is just so rewarded in the current meta. And then honestly, if you go Sterax, you're still like, you're tanky enough. Like, I wouldn't say you're tanky, but you're tanky enough to still live for like a grinder play and not get bursted. Alright, nobody's pushing here. Sometimes people push because they don't expect a Yumu's Urgot to be back on the map so quickly. Especially if you use that active from base. You can get to that side lane and sneak in those bushes. And it'll kind of catch people off guard if they're like, even if they're thinking about the timers. Okay, nice. They're winning top side, so we can just pressure bot tower. Vlad doesn't have a lot of burst, so we can kind of just tank him out here. This build is so good for taking towers, man. Look how fast I melt that. I feel like a trundle. Dang, they got so many heals, though. I gotta eat the Vlad ulti. I got chunked out pretty good. Got a pretty good chunk of damage off, though. I was playing a little bit greedy, though. I think Chains as a last item is really good here, just in case the Vlad tries to carry. Because he's their win con right now. Chains is really good against Vlad, because he doesn't have any true damage in this kit. So you can just get 30% damage reduction. And then also, whoever you put your chains on, it lowers their tenacity. So if I land E on him, it's really good. Well, on the bright side, we kind of died at a good time in the game because there's not much on the map they can get. And we can still make it over for Drag. So that's not too bad. If I wasn't going to go Chains here, I was thinking of Titanic Hydra last item just for more damage. The last item is really flexible on Urgot. You can go like Titanic, Guardian Angel, Stone Plate. There's a lot of good last items on Urgot. I think you can kind of make an argument for a lot of different builds, or a lot of different items for your final item. But yeah, I think Chains is really good. You never know with Vlad. He does have a chance to just 1v9. Especially on that Rabadon spike. We'll try to look for a pick here. Oh, there we go. Nice shark. Can honestly just walk in their base. They don't even got towers. Look at that shotgun damage on Xayah. That was one shotgun. Holy, that Vlad damage. I think I just kill him though. Nice. Really good game. 5.4k damage on the cleaver. Alright, sweet, man. I cannot play like that every game inside of Diamond 1, so that feels good. And with that win, we're at 60 LP. So, probably 2 more wins. Should get us Masters. But yeah, holy moly, 42k damage in a 27-minute game is insane, guys. And we had a lot of tower damage and, like, pretty good map pressure, I would say. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys deal with the Irelia matchup. And also a really good build if you guys want to try this out. I will say, if you don't get a lead with this build, it's a little bit harder to pilot. But yeah, it's a really good... If you're winning, it's a really good snowball build right now, in my opinion. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed or found it helpful, if you want to toss me a like, it does help out the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.